Hi girls. Okay, so I came out to an elementary school to the front side of it today, and I'm using their like little kindergarten area. It is about 22 yards across, which will be important when we get to your running later. We're going to start with what stick work is today, and adding in some of our dodges as well as some different types of cradle, and then I'm going to show you your fitness, which there are some things that I'm just going to demo, and then in the email and on the posting you'll see the written out version of what you should be doing so that you can kind of keep track of it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is stick work. You won't need to put your goggles on until we get into wall ball, but if you want to put them on, that's fine. The first one we're going to work on are two type of cradle things, and then a little bit of our zigzag stuff that we've done before. Okay, so the first one is low cradle one-handed. So I want you to pick a path around your house and some things to kind of dodge around, and you're going to hold the bottom end of your stick, not the exact butt but close to the butt, and I want the ball to be able to sit in the correct spot of your pocket. So where you have this arched stitching, that's actually where your pocket should be. If you can see, it's where the lowest point in the bend of your stick is, okay? So your job is to try and hold your stick near the end, okay? And have the ball sit in that part of the pocket. It shouldn't be sitting all the way up near the butt, near the ball stop, and it shouldn't be bouncing around in your stick as you do what I'm about to do. Okay, so you want it to sit nicely right in the pocket at the lowest point of the bend, okay? And we're gonna work on cradling below our hip. So you can see this is where my hip sort of is. I wanna work on keeping possession of the ball down below, down near my knees. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to decline it and keep going. Okay, so I want you to pick a path around your house, not inside, around outside, go around trees, take wide steps. You want to swing your arm out and roll it in. Really try and take small cradles and big ones so that the ball isn't wobbly and that you're working on below the hip cradle. And then I want you to switch hands, okay? You should do each one for about a minute 3 times so that you get used to it, okay? This is important because when you're reaching for things or you get to a ground ball first, okay, and you need to protect the ball right after you pick it up, you should be able to move it away from your defender and protect your stick and then bring it back up to cradle. So being able to hold the end of your stick and gain that muscle in your forearm, trust me, you're gonna feel it burn right here and right here. Okay, that grip strength is gonna make a difference, and you'll be able to have some control of your stick all the way around your body. And I want you to do wide stuff, small stuff, okay? The whole goal is to keep the ball from moving from that spot, okay? And use both hands 3 times per minute, and just go around things, okay? The next thing you're gonna do is ground taps, but you're gonna do it on one leg. So you're gonna stand on a leg, you're gonna cradle on one side, and then you're gonna bring it across, tap the ground, cradle it back up, bring it to this side, tap the ground, okay? You're trying to cradle as you go down and as you come back up so that you keep working on moving your stick around your body. Switch legs, switch hands. Bring it across your body, tap the ground, bring it to this side of your body, tap the ground, okay? The balance is part of it, okay? If you're really struggling to balance, just put both feet down. That's a modification. Oops, I just lost the ball. That's a modification you can do if you're really struggling with the balance piece. That's just to make it harder and really focus on some things, but really the goal is to work on your cradle, protect, bring it across, bring it down, bring it back up, bring it across, bring it down, bring it back up. Do it in the other hand so that you can move and change levels. This is really cool for when you're gonna come in and shoot and the goalie's right in your face and you bend and shoot instead. And I lost the ball, I'll get it in a second. Okay, the last one before wall ball is zigzags. So you can see I put some cones out they're about 5 steps apart in a zigzag. And I want you to combine some of what Coach Mary and I have been talking to you about the last few training sessions, both with the types of dodges, okay? You know, keeping it in your right the whole time, or keeping it in your left the whole time, or switching hands, and the approaches we talked about. So I want you to go through for each type of dodge and each type of approach. So I'll show you what I mean, okay? So if the first dodge you're gonna do is where you don't switch hands, you keep it in your right the whole time, you're gonna have to go through 3 times doing that. So you're gonna keep it in your right hand 3 times, and the first time you go through, you're gonna do the stutter step to a dodge. The second time you go through, keep it in your right hand, and you're going to do the shuffle and big dodge and go. And then the third time through, you're gonna do the I'm going, no I'm not kind of thing, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. So if my first dodge is not switching hands, okay, and I get to the first cone, and I decide, okay, my first thing is stutter step. So I get to the cone, stutter, 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 fake left, keep it in my right. Stutter, 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 fake right, keep it in my left. Stutter, 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 fake left, keep it in my right. So I'm doing my dodge, keeping it in my right the whole time, but I'm doing my stutter step. I'm gonna do that again, keeping it in my right, but I'm gonna do that slide type of approach. And I think the cone you can see the best right now is this yellow one, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So as I approach one cone, I have it across my body and I start to slide in this direction, fake and go. I get to this cone, I start to slide them off, I fake and I go. I get to this cone, I start to shuffle and I fake and I go, okay? So the first one was still all right, but you were stutter stepping. The second one was all right, you were shuffling. The third one is all right, and you're kind of juking them, and then you're gonna go, okay? So again, I'm doing it all right, and I'm gonna probably throw in like 2 fakes, and I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna approach, 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 fake right, go left. Still in my right hand, approach, 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 fake left, go right. Approach, 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 fake right, go left. But it stayed in my right hand, okay? You're gonna do the stutter step, the shuffle, and the juke, okay? All right, all left. Do it again by switching hands at each dodge, okay? And really seal off that defender and really work on your motions and try not to lose the ball as you go. If you have questions about that one or you want to film that one, that's a good one to send for some instructional tips. And we're going to keep going over it, so don't feel bad if it's kind of weird. Try to just sell it. It's all about selling. Okay, the last thing for stick work is obviously wall ball. I want you to do the same routine that you've been doing. 50 right, 50 left, 50 right to left, and 50 one-handed on each side as well. The more that you do the easy stuff, even the most talented people that play professionally do the same wall ball routine every time. Throw in one of our stick tricks that we taught you. Be repetitive, be repetitive, be repetitive, okay? And move your feet. No stationary feet on the wall ball, okay? Turn. Remember what we talked about last time? Where we unsquare our shoulders to throw, and then we square them to catch, and we immediately unsquare. We get our sticks here, we throw, and we catch, and then we bring them back again. So our feet keep moving. As we throw, we come back, and when we catch, we come here, because we want to be able to cradle up above our shoulders and behind our heads, okay? So if you don't know what to do with your feet, that's a little reminder. Okay, the next thing is fitness. I'm gonna try to make this quick. We'll do ladder drills at the end if my timer doesn't run out. Okay, so the first thing you need is 25 yards. This blacktop here is only 21-ish, okay? So you could do 12 down and 12 back, or you can just do 25 yards straight, whatever you have space for. And you're gonna do 3 of them in a row with a little break. So I would say, if this was my sprint, I would go sprinting down, and then I would walk back. And then I would go, ready, set, go, and I would sprint down 25 yards, and my break is my walk back or a jog back, whatever you feel like doing. And then I would sprint down and come back. You gotta do 3 sprints. You're gonna have 3 rounds of this. So first, 3 25-meter sprints, and then you're going to start your exercises, okay? Each one is either 15 seconds, 15 reps, or I'm trying to keep the numbers the same. So the first one is the stair jump squats, and I'm just gonna turn my camera around to this little ledge here. I hope you can see it. You want to try and find a stair, whether it's on your porch, on the edge of a curb, okay? And just make sure it's big enough to hold your feet. And you're gonna do 15, jump up, squat down, jump back, squat down. That's 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Does that make sense? When you're done with 15, you move right on to the next thing, which is single leg toe jump. So I'm just gonna turn the camera back around. You might have seen me do these before. You do 15 on each leg. You're gonna stand on one, touch the ground with both hands, and then jump up and balance. Don't put that other foot down. Really work on jumping up. Ooh, I traveled on that one. Okay, do 15 on one leg, switch, do 15 on the other. Today, we're working on power, as in power when you push off of something, and some strength, okay? So 15 on each of those. Then you're gonna do 30-second squat pulses. So I wanna show you what that is. I'm trying to figure out if I can angle this down. Maybe I can put it on the ground, sorry. That's a little better. Maybe, yes, no? Oh man, sorry guys. Come on, okay. So what you wanna do is you wanna get into a good squat like this, okay? So once you're down in your squat and your knees and things are at 90 and your toes and knees are not, your knees should not be past your toes, you're just gonna bounce right here. You wanna move about 2 inches up, 2 inches down. For 30 seconds, you're just gonna kinda up, down, up, down. Do not come really high up and do not stop too short. You wanna stay down in this pocket and really let it burn. We have muscles to build, little ladies, okay? Keep your weight in your heels so that you can wiggle your toes and you know you're doing it right. We're just gonna bounce right here. Come and bounce with me, okay? For 30 seconds. The next thing is swing throughs, 15 each. This one, you wanna keep your knees bent and be on your toes like this, okay? And you're gonna take your one foot and swing it through, lift your arm, come back. See how my knees stay bent? Okay, I want my weight to be over top of my shoulders throughout this whole thing, so that if I'm gonna go to this side, I take my right foot, push it through to the left, come back. Push it through to the right, come back. You should feel it in your abs, actually. Those are called swing throughs, and you have 15 each side, so 30 total. The next one is curtsy lunges. These kind of work a different part of your gluteus maximus, okay? But it also helps some of the stability in your knee. So normal squats, your feet sort of stay in line and you squat down like this so that your knees don't cross, okay? And this leg right here would go straight down to the ground and come back up. Not these. This is close, but this is gonna be the same form, but instead your foot's actually gonna cross. So same form, but instead you're actually gonna step behind and bring your knee in line with your heel. Did you see that? So you wanna do 15 a side. Make sure most of your weight is in this front leg when you come down, and you should be kind of going from side to side. Make sure the foot that's on the ground is straight forward, okay? The only thing that's changing direction is the back leg, so that you can bring this knee right behind that heel and come back up. Now this knee comes behind this heel and you come back up. You'll feel it in different parts of your thighs and your rear end than a normal lunge, okay? So you're gonna do 15 a side for that. You're gonna do 15 normal burpees. This has a push up, okay? So you're gonna get down, kick out, do your push up, cut back in, jump. Now, if you're on cement, please be careful. Try and do it in the grass, because at some point you're gonna kick out and just sort of fall to the ground, and I don't want you falling on the cement. Pick yourself back up, go, do it again. 15 of those. And the last thing are lunge jumps, 10 of them. So normal lunge, down, and you jump and switch legs. Come down and jump. And you do 10 a leg, because these are pretty hard, so I reduced it. This is the only one that's not 15 or 30. Okay, 10 a leg. You get a full minute break, and then you start back with your run again. Okay, so you're doing 3 rounds of that with the run, the stair jumps, the single leg toe touch jumps, the pulse squats, the swing throughs, the curtsy lunges, the burpees, and the lunge jumps. You're gonna go do that 3 times. Again, it's not always about running fitness. You guys have some stability and strength to build, so trying to give those to you. In your free time when you're not with us, you can go on some distance runs with family or just get outside and move around. Okay, the last thing, if there's time on this video, is some footwork that we want to work on. And I'm just going to show you some basic ladder drills. Now, I'm lucky because I'm a coach. I have a ladder. However, I've seen some people do some pretty cool things. For example, chalk. If you have sidewalk chalk, you can make a ladder. Your ladder should have about a foot by foot square each. So they're about a foot apart. Okay, so you can draw your ladder. You probably only need 8 to 12 squares long. It doesn't have to be super long. And you can do it on your driveway or on the sidewalk outside your house. Other people have used tape, so you can get strips of tape and just put them a foot apart and use that as a ladder. And some people have also, one of the best ones I've seen was take the paint canisters, this wooden paint canister, and duct tape, and they've like used the paint cans as the bars and the duct tape as the strip down the side. But that's if you really want to keep one. If you just want to use one for the day, use chalk or tape, it's fine. Okay, so I think I might have to put it down here. I thought it would be best up like this, but I don't know if I can make it stand without my phone falling over. This might be the only place to go. Wish you could see the ladder. I wish I had a person here with me, to be honest. Maybe this will work. Let me see. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Normally I'm like really ready to go with these videos, but I'm just curious about... Oh, there's like a gap in the brick that I'm using. This is perfect. Okay, let's do it before it falls. All right, the first one is just basic jumping. Okay, 2 feet together, and you're gonna go through quickly. Okay, that was actually slow. The key is to go quick, don't kick the things, and don't start to fall over. So you wanna be able to keep your center of gravity low so that you can get through and land on your toes. Do that a couple times. The next one is one-footed. This is fun. You should be able to try and get through complete on one foot and come back quickly on the other foot, trying not to hit the lines. Okay, quicker the better. The next one is one-footed and you go side to side. So you're actually going to go from the outside, in the box, out of the box, in the next box, out of the box, into the third box, out of the box, into the fourth box, out. So you should be going side to side. On the way back, do it in the left foot. In, out, in, out, in, out. Try and go faster without losing your balance, okay? The next one is what we call 2 forward, 1 back. This is when people go, whoa, whoa, and they start to fall. So keep your gravity in this part of your body over top of your toes, okay? So I'm gonna start on this end. You're gonna go 2 forward, 1, 2, 1 back. 2 forward, 1 back. 2 forward, 1 back. And it's usually right here before the 1 back that people start to swing their arms around and fall. Keep your balance with your body over top of your feet so you're not tipping over, okay? And you wanna try and go as fast as you can. Without kicking it like I just did, okay? Do that a couple times. And the next one, what do I want to do? We call it the icky shuffle. I want to see if you can get this. This is the last one, okay? It is my favorite because it takes coordination, but you're gonna start on the outside. You're gonna go right foot in, left foot in, right foot out. Go to the next box. Left foot in, right foot in, left foot out. In, out, step. In, out, step. I'll show you. I'll go in slow motion first. Slow motion first, and then we'll pick up the speed, okay? in, out, in, out. You should have a little bit of a bounce, but you also don't want to be like jazz hands in and out, in and out. Okay, we're not doing a pas de bourrée. Don't ask me why I know that. Okay, instead, you want to try and go quick. Okay, I've seen girls faster than that, but that's the goal, is to try and go in and out as fast as you can. Like I said, just use what you have and get your fitness on. I'll send this in an email soon, and I miss you guys. This weekend, Miss Coach Mary will be working with you without me because we have our Sherwood Senior Awards going on Saturday and Sunday, so I have some events happening that actually finally something going on in my life. I have something to be at, so I'll miss you guys, and we'll try to do something cool and fun. And if you do the zigzag drill with your dodges and approaches and you want to film any of it to get some feedback, go ahead and do that, please. Just send an email and make sure you title it Rebels 27 videos. Okay, have fun, good luck.